And away we go. Here we go. Finally. Now just wait for it to show up on YouTube and all good. Mm. And there's the finally there.
Live chat.
And there's Russell.
Yeah, Northside and Russell are the two top winners.
Yep.
What's up, Russell?
What's up?
And now I just gotta do the get it in the chat.
Yep. Pop the chat out.
Are the two top winners.
Yep.
What's up, Russell?
Someone hasn't muted.
Okay. Copy the link over here, paste. And pin. All right, that's done.
Yep.
Now all I got to do is I got to make my co-hosts co-hosts.
Yeah.
All right. Frozen Nightmare zombies.
Oh, yeah. Never played this game before.
Good girl. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You're a good girl. So what have you been up to? You're just getting up, right, Dominic?
Yep.
It's Sunday over there, right?
Yep.
Hey, what the fuck is going on here?
Max, Sarah, and Tammy were on the channel earlier.
Oh, great.
Did a nice job.
Oh, good.
I know. You gotta go outside. I'll be right back, Dominic. You and Justin handle it here.
Yep, no worries. Hmm.
Trust me, you don't want this sickness, Russell. This fucking cough is annoying. The rest of my body feels fine. It's just a cough.
All Mia wanted was seconds from dinner. So I give her another handful of kibble.
Mhm.
So she decides really what she wants, you know?
That's way cheap, Russell. That's got to be a scam. What's up, Laura?
Yeah. Laura.
Or it's broken and for parts only.
Yeah. Max.
What's
Thank you.
Laura buying?
No, it was what Russell was saying in the chat.
Oh,
He was talking to you.
on where? On
eBay.
eBay. Well, it might be a starting bid. Let me go over and look.
Mhm.
Shit.
Okay.
Limited service, see details. What does that mean?
Mhm.
Have you charged it?
Supposed to charge it?
Yes. How do you think it gets power?
He's awesome. Let's go get it. Rotate the brake again. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe later. I don't really care for the way that you've been talking to me today.
You gonna have fun on it, Paul?
Yeah, what they're doing is they're talking about servicing Parrot thermals.
Oh, okay.
Because here, let me, I'll screen share.
Oh, what in the hell?
Here it is here, okay? Drone repair service.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And here's their prices. They got parts, but you got to pay shipping both ways. $120 diagnostic fee. This is not for a thermal drone.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, this fucking cough.
Mm.
Yeah, that would be nice, boy. I'll tell you, I'd be hopping on that baby. Hang on, be right back. Mia's got her second win. She wants to go out.
Mhm.
You gotta go outside? Go.
There was nothing wrong with it. It was the service. You had to service it. They weren't selling the actual drone itself.
What's up, Andrew?
Andrew, I thought you did pretty well.
I can keep my eyes open for her to come back in because it's only 15 degrees outside. And you know, she's one of them short-haired dogs, but
Hmm.
But when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Rebecca is the niece, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The things that you
So,
want.
so
No,
that
because David had to fix his truck a bunch of times. So no.
well, I noticed David is much happier when he's got the nieces there, niece and nephews.
Oh shit.
Well, I'm not seeing her out in the backyard, so she's around the corner somewhere. So there's the backyard, and I don't see her. Do you guys?
No.
She usually goes over here and comes back along the row back here, around here, down the other side of the garage, and then comes back. So I'm just keeping an eye out for her. That picture that Dominic has as the background is an interesting picture, but it's kind of spooky.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Yeah. The way the guy's pants are kind of lit up more than the rest of them, and yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what he said that was supposed to be, but it was something AI put together.
I'll be right back, Justin. I'm gonna go check her on her. If that cold with her up to here in snow, I don't like it, but
I'm back.
Besides this cough, Andrew, I feel fine.
Hmm.
It's got a really annoying cough at the moment.
Up there.
Uh,
Okay. As you can see, Dominic, you see there's ice coming down.
yeah. Interesting.
And that is only ice is only formed in the last several days because it's so cold.
Mm.
Yeah, no,
Yep. I went on puppy retrieval. I got her to come in. There's a good shot. You can see the ice.
Mm.
There.
It's like another ship.
Yeah. And it looks like there might be some ice out around here.
Mhm.
Going downriver. So Justin, you said the kids are better, or
yeah, they seem to be fine. I just gotta get rid of this cough.
and you're taking what, NyQuil or
Yeah.
Dayquil, or are you taking anything for the cough, or you just letting it slide?
No, I'm taking both of those plus, cough drops, and I also have some numbing spray, the numbing spray that you spray.
Okay.
Helps with your sore throat.
Yes, Andrew, they are small, but they do get bigger. This is only
Mm.
January. You get to in the middle of February or so, if it stays cold, they'll get bigger. Because what happens is the lake freezes up, and then as the current comes down and bangs into the St. Clair River, they parts of it break off and they come down. Let me go over and look and see.
Tim.
What's up, Tim?
Hey, Timbo, how's it doing? Welcome, welcome. How late did you guys stay on last night, Justin? Or this morning?
It was right at 5 hours, I think. So it would have been
8 to 5, like 1 o'clock in the morning?
about one.
Yeah, just a little bit after one, I think. So I went to come
Yeah.
back on for a third time, and it was about 5 my time, and you'd finished about 10 minutes ago. So I reckon it'd be about 1 a.m.
Yeah, last couple hours I was kind of just trying to be there, but
Free for
wasn't.
all. Yeah, it was a
Well,
bit
I
of a
was
free.
just I was just really not feeling it last night because I just didn't feel good, but pushed on through for everybody.
Well, that's when you got to kind of let your co-host take care of it.
Yeah.
Mr. Jackson.
So we were fine. I just I could feel that fever coming on last night, right when we right around the time we ended it. And then about 5 or 6 o'clock I woke up and I was like shivering. So Sarah went and got me a couple more blankets. I wrapped up in them, and that shit didn't break till like almost 10:30 in the morning. Like I said, at the moment, my rest of my body feels fine. I just that fucking cough in my throat
Now, does it hurt when you cough? Chest?
a little bit. My throat hurts more than anything. All right, though. Everybody else that got what they got in the house only had it for 2 or 3 days, so I should be good after tomorrow.
Now, everybody else has kind of got over it.
Yeah. The kids did. Yeah, the kids that got it. Like I said, it seemed like everybody it was about a 2 or 3 day thing. So
Mm. About 60 or so. Yeah.
been pretty chilly here today.
Mm.
Low 50s all day. And it warmed up over there where you're at, Dominic, at all, or is it still kind of?
It's been high 70s, low 80s. But we're supposed to be in the hundreds by now. We still haven't cracked that number.
Yeah,
Cracked it since February. Yeah, February. It was February the 18th.
been kind of a mild summer for you guys, huh?
Yeah, more humid than anything.
Like
Humidity's been off the
even if
charts.
75, 78, if it's a high humidity, it's still miserable. It's not as
Yeah,
bad, but it can
it's
still
like
be kind of,
80 and 80% humidity.
yeah, it can still be kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to show you a little video, Dominic, and
Yeah.
everybody. This is from 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. Tell me more.
Can you see it?
Yep. Wow.
There's the ice in the river coming down from the lake. You see way out in the lake, see all the ice?
Yeah.
Yeah, it hasn't been like that in the last year or two.
No, this was in 2000.
That thing is a rust bucket.
It is. Well, they don't find it. It's there to make money, and they don't find the looks of it to make a difference.
Yeah, true that. What's up, John? Yeah, if you were a little boat, you'd want to cruise right behind that thing.
Yep, that was
That was 2022, wasn't it?
2022.
2 years ago. Damn me.
Like I said, I haven't seen any ice in your river in the last
Oh, I haven't seen much.
years.
I've seen you've seen little shadows of it, but it was such a warm fall that even into November, I think the water temperature was still like 68 or 64 degrees,
Mm-hmm.
Tammy Jean, hey there. Yeah, it does, Tammy Jean. It really looks nice. Hey, Tammy, thank you for coming on to the show this morning. Keep me company.
John said he's gonna keep messing with you until you say hi, Dominic.
Oh, okay. Hello.
You should have just said okay, not said nothing.
Yep, John's here, Andrew's here, Tammy Jean is here.
Yeah.
Tim Jackson checked in. He said he's
Yeah.
still alive.
Good. Oh, good.
Laura's here. I'm not staying about to put children to bed. Catch you all soon. Okay. Does she? I wonder. Does she tuck David in too, or what?
Hmm.
Well, soon, probably.
Well, it was my pleasure, Tammy Jean, to have you and Max on. So thank you very much.
And here's
Here
hot
comes
rod.
Rod.
Howdy.
How you doing, Rod? How's the weather down by you?
Cold.
Yeah.
For Florida, cold. I had some things to do this morning, but I got something in the mail today. Let's see if it shows up.
Oh,
Yep.
controller.
Yeah. I had the same thing. It's a this one is a Radio Master Zorro Max. I had the Zorro. There were a couple of things about the Zorro that were kind of annoying me. On the back of the Zorro, these handles, the batteries are underneath. And on the Zorro, these freaking little pieces of plastic would like pop off in the middle. Even if you were flying, the stupid things could come out of their, they didn't fit tight and it didn't really slide in quite well enough. And these handles were made out of rubber, and I'll just say they didn't glue that freaking rubber down
Oh, okay.
to the handles quite right. So the freaking rubber. So not only did the things come unsnapped from doing their job, which is covering the battery tray, the rubber was coming off from them.
Flipping and flopping and yeah.
Flipping and flopping it. It's like, God damn it, I don't want to have to glue this thing down anymore. So, anyways, this version, the handles snap in great, and it's not rubber, it's leather. So it actually has a nice, really nice feel to it. The other change, and it's kind of one of the reasons, it's the reason for the expense between them, is these gimbals are what's called AGO1 gimbals. So they're not plastic, they're metal.
Okay.
So they're smoother and will last longer, kind of thing. So it was worth paying the money to upgrade
Upgrade, yeah.
to get it. It's like, yeah, it's kind of nice. I wish I'd have bought that in the first place instead of what I had bought. But what I had bought, Jesus, I had bought a really long time ago before I even had a drone. I bought that remote just to practice in The Sims probably a year and a half ago. So, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I like it, but it keeps disappearing, so I get annoyed with it. When you was holding it up, it kept disappearing into your background.
Oh, yeah. You know
What
how
do you
those
got a bet on,
background
John?
things are.
What's that?
I was asking John who he had a bet on. He's got a bet on the UFC.
So
Yeah.
if nothing else, I at least have a backup radio now for my FPV drones, which is fine. I was thinking about getting the Boxer, but I like game controller style, so I just got the upgraded version of this one. It's all set up now. I flew one of my drones.
For anyone interested in the Lions games tomorrow, Laura's doing a talk along for the first quarter, maybe half, because that's 2 hours of the thing. And then the final 2 hours will be on polls.
Yep.
Go Lions.
But I'm mad at Race Dave because they didn't ship my gum, my thummies, my mini mushroom thummies to put on the thumbsticks.
Oh,
They shipped everything but that. I'm just like, oh, come on, guys, jeez. And they're red. That's the other part about it. They're red, so they match this controller like perfect, and it's just like, yeah. And actually, that's kind of the kind of other upgrade to the Max as well. The black on the top looks like carbon fiber. Obviously, it's not carbon fiber. And then they have these colors. So they have red, blue, and gold.
now do you use all
colors.
those little buttons and stuff? And
Not all of them, no. Actually, not most of them. For the most part, I think I use 3 switches. The arm switch right here, my angle acro button, which is up there, and then my beeper / turtle mode, which is kind of down here. And I thought about swapping those two so that I could actually flip the drone in angle mode before I do landing. But I don't think I'm going to worry about it because in beta flight 4.5, they now have this thing called easy landing that you can enable. And basically it changes the PIDs and sort of softens them way up for when you're coming in for a landing, which means you won't sort of do the whole land bounce kind of thing, moving the sticks around, because moving the stick won't move the drone as far as it did once it's in landing mode. So it should make it a heck of a lot easier for people to land our drones. And once Maddie gets some time, I'm gonna go down and have him put the GPS on my Nazgul that I got. He put one on his already. I bought him one.
oh, did he?
Yeah. That was my way of paying him to work on my drone. I bought him the GPS. Well, the other upside to that, Paul, is he got to put it on his first. He's got the same drone, so it's like, okay, why don't you learn on yours? That way when you do mine, you'll know exactly what needs to be done. Great. And he wanted the GPS for that one, so I was trying to take care of him.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of like the SD card that I ended up giving him. He asked to borrow one that day, and he really did. He really did. After we got done for the day and I was headed home, he literally called me and went, "Hey, dude, you forgot your SD card. I'll give it to you next time." I just like, Maddie, just keep it. I seriously just keep that silly little SD card.
Well, John, you
I don't need it.
John says he knows who's going to win the game. Who are you selecting that is going to win the game? Oh, and East Coast Thrills has a question. Ender 3 for sale on Facebook Marketplace for $100.
Oh, the 3D printer? Yeah,
Shitty
I don't know
guy.
anything about them.
And I don't know about the Ender 3. I don't know anything about Justin.
That's really not that bad of a deal,
No,
but
Not that
Ender
bad of a
3's
price.
but
I'd be careful though.
Yeah, is it broken? That's the thing about Facebook.
Yeah,
Anything, Facebook, anything. It's like
I probably wouldn't, Dusty. Just that's my opinion. Just because it's such a cheap printer already, brand new. I mean, you can find it for like $150 new.
Yeah.
And
you're not going to sit around for 7 hours, 8 hours waiting for a print just to say, yeah, it works.
yeah,
Now, I'd
there's no real
avoid,
good.
avoid all 3D printers on Facebook Marketplace.
It's one thing if you're buying a used one from somebody you know, but
Yeah, if you know them, but
And that's not to say that those people are
I mean, if you-
necessarily
yeah, if
dishonest.
you're
It's
getting it
just
new in
the
box,
risk.
like Max Fair says, and then go for it. But if it's used,
If it was BNIB, yeah, brand new in box.
yeah, but if it's used, I would definitely avoid it.
I just went over to take a look over there. What the hell is this? Oh, this is just the filament is that much money. Okay. And there's an Ender 3 Pro 3D printer for parts or repair.
Yeah.
$20.50 on bids.
replacement parts are relatively cheap for Enders, but the thing is that printer you can get it for like 150, 180 bucks brand new. So I wouldn't.
And I
pay
think the
100 for it.
problem is everybody's getting rid of them now. They're all
Yeah.
flying over to Bamboo.
Yeah.
I'm feeling better, Dusty. This cough is just kicking my ass.
I
Well, let me
guess
go
that
up
could
here.
kind of tell you something about them too. It doesn't mean that it won't work for you. You know, if you're not doing anything terribly fancy or terribly big, well, it might be the perfect printer for you. You never know.
Now, I've got some information for people with Bamboo A1s. I asked Bamboo themselves, did they do a case, a box that they put them in? They said no, and they would highly recommend you don't enclose them.
Okay.
Well,
Heat
not
purposes.
to mention that you got to remember the Ender 3 is already a 4 or 5-year-old printer, so
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't. I probably would get something a little better.
I defer
Yeah,
to
see-
the experts on this question.
See, like you can get an open box one right there for 119.
Yep, I see it.
What side is this, eBay?
Yeah, eBay.
Yeah, that's about right for an open box one. They're about, I think, around 150, 160 now. I mean, if you knew about printers, Dusty, and you knew a bunch about them, I would say, yeah, go buy it, because then you would know what was wrong with it if it was broken. But
Now, here's an Anchor M5. for
that's the one that Joe had to
It's the one that
replace.
Joe.
That's the one he
trouble.
sent back.
That's the one he got. He had an M5C, I think, and they sent him an M5.
Yeah.
And so sensing the latest M5, so where is he anyway? You'll know if it's not the one he
Yeah,
sent. You'll see him start
Anchor-
playing.
Anchor is definitely better than the standard Enders.
Hmm.
But like I said, if you don't know nothing about printers, I wouldn't buy a used one. If you were somebody like, Mike or AZ Drone Dude, somebody like that, or Tim, somebody that knows printers already and would be able to figure out if something was broke on it real quick, that's one thing. But yeah, you don't know nothing about
There is a good point to
Uh,
that, because if you buy brand new, at least you'll have tech support. You
Well,
buy
and you'll have a
used, you're not
return
gonna have
policy.
you're not gonna have kind of any support from those guys.
Yes, the Anchors are a lot newer printers. The technology's a little bit newer too. The Ender 3s are already like almost 5 years old, I thought.
So who's gonna win, Paul? Houston, Baltimore.
Tonight?
Mm-hmm. They're playing now.
Oh, are they?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know they were playing.
Yeah, there's 2 games today. Houston and Baltimore are playing right at the moment. I was looking at ESPN.
They're on
Hmm.
ESPN.
I was looking at scores on ESPN. Believe it or not, they're tied 10-10, 2 minutes before halftime. Houston's playing Baltimore pretty tough.
It's fucking off.
The hell? There's something.
Houston, Texas, yep.
Okay, let me look at Gamecast.
But
Where the hell
honestly,
is-
Dusty, if you have questions, you know, get up with like Mike and the other guys.
Oh,
Mike and AZ
punt
is
return.
probably better.
Okay, Houston got their TD off a 67-yard punt return.
Just so you're aware, mine's not professional opinion, personal opinion. Don't get off Facebook.
Jody.
Well, like I said, if he knew,
Yeah,
if
if you know what they are, know what you're doing, know
yeah, but
know what to look for, go for it.
you definitely don't want to buy shit off the internet used if you don't have no idea what you're doing.
Yeah, you need to know who's selling it too.
Well,
What
it's
kind
not
of a
only that, it's
reputation
just
they have.
like, but what I'm saying is like, if you're somebody that's going to go buy a computer off of Facebook Marketplace off somebody, you better know what you're doing and how to check the computer and make sure it's correct, the
Yep.
specs are correct, what they're saying.
Oh,
You know,
I'll give you something else on Facebook that you got to look out for because I've looked at them on the marketplace.
Hello,
like-
Jody. Drone shots is in the
Like,
chat.
like RVs. I've
What's up,
seen
Jody?
cases where they go, "We have a bill of sale. We don't have the title, but we have we could give you a bill of sale." And it's like, okay, run away.
Run away. Run
well,
away.
you know, you go
It's
and
like
say,
who holds it? I get it. It's cases where it's RVs that are basically like not moving, not going anywhere. So they just sold them to, it's like putting a shed in your backyard kind of thing. But it's just like, no, I would never touch anything like that.
well, like I'm saying too, is like, you don't send your grandma to go buy a laptop off the internet
Yeah,
because
yeah.
she's going to come back with a Chromebook when you were expecting an Alienware, you know?
Mhm.
Wrong with a Chromebook.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't buy shit like
Comes
that.
back with a Commodore 64.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
was
know.
good in
You can
my
wind
day.
up. You can wind up with a Microsoft Go. Those aren't bad, actually.
It was good in my day.
I'm actually thinking about maybe buying one of those. I have an old Surface Pro 2017 model that
Hmm.
it sits on my stationary bike, and that's what I use when I'm riding the bike, and it's just feeling old and sluggish. And it's like, I should probably get the little Microsoft Go, the little cheapo ARM thing that runs Windows. It'd be faster than that thing, and it'd do everything I needed to do. Browse the internet and look at my email. That's it. That's all I needed to do.
Yeah.
Hey, the surfaces are nice, though.
They are.
Yeah,
Even that little thing.
I mean,
Think
they're
the Surface I've got.
they're definitely on par with iPads. I mean,
Oh, they're past iPads.
that's what a lot of the actually, I think the NFL they have a deal with Microsoft.
Yeah, they do.
Surfaces with everything.
Yep. Surface Pro. Yep. Tom Brady broke that one time.
Oh, was
Even
that
in
the one?
even in its hardened case, yeah, you can still throw it hard enough to break it. Apparently,
Hmm.
he did.
When was that?
Oh my God!
That sounds familiar.
How many years
That's-
ago did that go down?
That sounds familiar. Like I've seen it.
Yeah.
The
What do you
Muppet
reckon?
Show.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure he
I
was in
remember
Tampa
what-
Bay
what Zoom meetings
when that
remind
went
me of.
down.
Yeah.
The Muppets.
Aquarius.
The things you find in your inbox on Facebook,
Yep.
and it's all from Laura.
Well, Laura hit the rack already, right?
She's just putting an Easter bed.
Fat sack.
Apparently, he did it in 2021.
Hmm?
That might have been when he was playing down here in Florida. Then I think that was about the time he was playing down here.
Yep, it was. Here. I found the article.
The Surface Gate.
Here he is. Wham. Yeah. He was
Sure.
he can afford to pay for it.
Oh, for sure.
But the NFL threatened to fine him if he did it again.
Mhm.
That was the worst part. So
Nice work.
it wouldn't have been the $1,500 for the Surface. It'd have been like $25,000 fine. A little more bite. Not that it really matters to him for as much
Oh,
money
hell no.
as make it is like, yeah, whatever. But
I think you just got like $100 million contract to do fucking sports to do the sports casting or whatever.
yeah, they paid him a bunch of money before he ever retired.
Yeah, he's gonna do like Aikman and all them become a sports
Yeah,
announcer.
they all do. It's okay.
Commentator journalist. As they do over here.
But there you go. Tom Brady sort of destroying a laptop or a tablet, I should say.
Oh, let me see if I can find that video of the guy that was at that conference and he was looking at the new laptops. And his friend picks up the one laptop and it folds all the way back. He grabs the laptop next to it and he goes to fold it. Well, guess what? It wasn't one of those
Okay,
ones
go ahead
that
and
folds
grab
all the way
it.
back. He fucking snapped it. Let me see.
I don't think so.
Someone near me selling an Ender 3 Pro. Apparently, it's been unmodded, untouched. But I can't remember the Ender 3 Pro ever coming with a camera, built-in LED lights with remote control, and a giant screen.
Hmm?
Over there.
Oh, and that big gunk in the nozzle? Yeah, I know what happened there.
Yes. Give it to her while she's up there laying down, so because she has a hard time getting up and down.
Here's the Surface Go. Little Core i3, 8 gigs of RAM. Only 128 SSD. It's 519 brand new. Little lightweight internet sort of tablet to have hanging around, which is all I need for where that one is sitting at the moment, which is on my stationary bike. I think we have a version with ARM that's cheaper. I don't know. Let me go look. The one I want for my next work machine is the Laptop Studio.
Hmm.
I like that little spinny screen with the ability to use the pen and draw. Great for taking notes and illustrating on like PowerPoint presentations and things like that. Okay, let's see. Shop Surface Go 3. Okay, what version is this one? I'm stared at. I know one of the Surface Goes, I'm pretty sure has the ARM chip in it.
Mhm.
I'd be happy. I'd be okay with that. I don't need the game. Like I said, I just need it for browsing the web and running Outlook and checking my email. That's it. All I want. Just to be a little faster than what I got.
Mhm.
Like I said, I've got the first Surface Pro that's like it's a bit bulky.
The original? I had one of those.
The first one that came with Windows 8.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, and it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's still
was
as good today as it was the day I got it. And I've dropped it a few times and kicked it and punched it and tried to snap it, and it just sits there and goes, "Pack it in, mate."
Nah, heck it.
Here you go.
Back in the day when you used to do that, you used to try and smash things up and it'd just sit there and go, "Pack it in."
Watch what this dude does.
而且这款是最新版的酷睿 i5 7代手机，RX 多美。这款的话亮点在于这款老板这个电脑很好。
I guess he thought it was a yoga and could bend backwards.
As they would say over here, got him.
Well, the laptop he was showing the girl did that, and he was looking at them when he was doing the.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was another model that used to fold it over and you hold it like an iPad, right?
Right. And he was displaying that to the girl, and the guy was looking over watching him do that. Assumed that the one he picked up did the same thing.
I have a
really?
Lenovo Yoga for my daughter. She loves it. Nice little machine.
Hey Justin, you know I keep getting updates for my Nvidia.
Yeah.
Found out what it was.
What?
What?
It was my little 7-inch screen. Nvidia have well cocked it up.
Mm.
Got another update. That's why I came to the stream late. Thought, oh, another one. Must be fixing the glitches. Installed it. The little screen went pop. Oh, that's the end of that one.
It popped your screen?
I think they're trying to. They were doing something with the settings on it. I think it was trying to send more pixels for it than it can take. I'm guessing because it got extremely hot.
No, no.
And the funny thing is, I've got the end of the USB, the end of the HDMI cable in my hand. It melted. So whatever it's been doing, because I've got a 34-inch monitor and a 29-inch monitor on there, and it's obviously been playing hell with this 7-inch monitor. It's just gone, nah, fuck this, I'm off. Poof.
Here's that laptop studio.
Yeah.
So you can set it up just like a laptop. It magnetically attaches to that thing, but you could detach it and sort of put it at any angle and
Oh, really?
lay the thing all the way down flat.
When it comes to laptops,
Look at the
the
starting
controls are
point.
pretty good. It's just annoying.
You should see the hardware inside of this thing.
Yeah.
This-
The only
the
thing that
Studio
annoys me
2 is
about
beefy.
Surface Pros is they keep saying they're good for gaming. No, they're good for app gaming, but they're not good for gaming like we would do.
Hey David,
Price it down.
David. Look at what the Studio 2 can come with.
Yeah, it comes with that.
You
But
could get
problem
it
is-
with a 4060. The laptop studio you could game on. If you
No,
get
no,
the
no,
right
no, no.
model, you can
I
game on.
think you're not quite getting what I'm saying. Good for app gaming. Yeah, you're gonna get decent high-end graphics on that shit. Yeah, playing like app games, Candy Crush, and all that sort of crap.
You
But
know
what-
the Nvidia mobiles are almost as good as the non-mobiles now.
Yeah, but the moment I tried to run Euro Truck through that, the heat alone, it would just give up. It's got
No, not on this, but not on this machine. I can show you why. See this picture?
yeah.
See all the vents? That's on both sides. That thing vents like crazy.
That doesn't matter.
That thing
Not-
that thing could run full power forever. Never overheat. You could game forever and never overheat it.
Then how do desktops overheat?
Desktop shouldn't overheat if they're built right.
But you do.
I've not had one overheat in bazillion years. And I game. Used to game for hours at a time. My desktops did fine. And I built them.
Boy, watching the halftime show of the football game that's on right now is hilarious. The guys are out in the stadium talking, and they're all bundled up. And every time they talk, it's like gas coming out of their mouth.
Yeah. Here's the other thing on the Laptop Studio 2. It's got the 13th gen processor. That thing, the 12th and 13th, freaking fly because they have the big core, little core design in the processors. There was a huge jump from 11 to 12 because
Justin,
of
how are you
core
feeling?
design.
Are you feeling any better or no? Justin's been having a hell of a time with either a chest cold or
What?
something. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. The cough won't go away.
Whatever he's taking has made him hallucinate. Because earlier on my stream, he was hearing Tim Jackson's voice.
I
No one
swear to
else
God,
was. No one
swear to
else
God,
was.
I heard
Just
Tim
Justin.
talking.
You know, you weren't supposed to let it out that those two were a couple. I mean, come
Oops.
on. That's why he's hearing his voice.
Well, you know, he uses that Tim refers to him as his good mate, you know. So.
Good mate, all right. Exactly.
I swear I heard Tim's
Pardon?
voice earlier. I was all hopped up on cough syrup for the last day and a half. I was having some vivid ass dreams last night.
The Russians, the poor Russians. I read an interesting article yesterday. So Ukraine blew up sort of a small Corvette sized boat on the eastern side of Crimea. Apparently, the way they found out the coordinates and the fact that it was there was a captain of another Russian boat that they bribed. They wanted to give him $1,000 and he wanted more. So they ended up giving him $1,500 and he told him right where the thing was and that it was still sitting there. So they sent their drones in and blew the thing up. But the Russian military is so utterly devoid and corrupt.
Sorry.
Gitchy's watching the game and she's going, "Go Texas."
Yeah. Hi, Gitchy. Sorry. Go Lions. Go Blues. Go Michigan. Go Detroit. Fine. Texans. Nah. I'm drawing the line at Michigan and Detroit.
I'm for the Texans.
There's a lot of people
I'm for the
like the
Texans
Texans.
I'm for the Texans for one reason, and that is their quarterback, CJ Stroud, came from Ohio State, and I'm an Ohio State guy. And goddamn, does Ohio State look like they are loaded for bear for next year?
Up, get you.
Hey, Gitchy, it is really cold there, right? I mean, I'm watching the halftime where the guy in the stadium's talking and there's nothing but smoke coming out of his mouth.
What's up, Jody, if I didn't say hi to you?
He's having an e-cig.
Oh, Gitchy, just so you're aware, your Detroit team, Go Lions, sent the shirts over to Millwall, who are called the Lions. Yeah. However, Millwall's a very rough team. They have a reputation. If you're going to Millwall, you're going in a gang. You ain't going on your own. No.
Oh, I know that.
As you know, well, has anybody seen The Football Factory?
Yep.
The film?
That's right.
Yeah. You can go to Millwall, turn down the wrong alleyway, and it's like Police Academy, you know, when you go into the bar.
Yeah.
You walk down, you turn the corner, you just hear, and But in Millwall, you go around the
Yeah.
corner, you hear dun, 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 dun. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's why I only say go Lions indoors, not outdoors. Because I live
Yeah,
in I live in Millwall territory.
Yeah, Millwall is famous for that.
Gitchy said they swapped jerseys.
They did. But I'd check them Millwall ones. They're probably fake. I'm only joking. If any Millwall fans watching.
Yeah.
Millwall's, yeah, they're not as bad as they used to be, but they've got a rep.
They're still a tough crowd, though.
Yeah, the old Den was a no go.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 6,000 tickets. Cheers. We sold 23. Where's the rest of them? Hell no.
Yeah.
They did our coach windows when we went to Gillingham one night when I actually lived in Preston. It's coming back over the Dartford Tunnel flyover.
Mm.
He did our coach windows, and the coach driver pulled over, and the police came along, and they said, "We advise you, you can wait around for another coach to come, or you can just drive on, and we'll ignore the rules." He said, "But I wouldn't be hanging around here with no windows." So we got an escort out of London.
I think Paul's going to become a Chargers fan next year.
Why?
It's probably where Harbaugh's going to end up.
Oh, you think so?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna do like Pete Carroll did. Get out while the getting out is good before the sanctions come down.
Thanks, Gitchy.
Because that's what happened to USC. USC, Carroll knew that crap was coming down, and he went and disappeared to Seattle. And then USC got nuked with the penalties, which is
so. Do you
probably
guys
what's going to
change
happen to Michigan.
teams based on a player?
Not
They're
me.
not as territorial as you are over there in the UK.
Not generally, though. I mean,
I was going to say, over here, a player is a hero when he plays for you. The moment he leaves, he can just go and piss off.
That's because your fans are vicious.
We're not
Yeah.
vicious.
no, over here.
If they play for us and they go to another team, they get booed. But if they come to us from another team, they're the best thing since sliced bread.
You see, there was this player, Tony Ellis. He was my childhood hero. Posters everywhere.
Yeah.
Right? Name of his name on my shirt. Hell yeah. Tony Ellis, Tony. And then he signed for Blackpool, which he was not forgiven for. And then when we first played him, he run over to the Preston fans kissing the Blackpool badge. Oh my God. They turned that ground over.
Yeah. Yeah, they get booed.
No, he would have been better off just accepting the booze, accepting the chance, and just getting on with it. But running over to the fans, antagonizing them, kissing that badge was like red rag to the bull.
People will change teams based on different things. Like, like Tom said, since he's moved, since he's moved to Vegas, he's kind of been rooting for the Raiders now instead of the New York teams,
Well, blame
over here.
You can blame Gitchy for this. All right. You can blame Gitchy for this. Michigan and the Lions both have one guaranteed fan because I won't change my American football teams for anyone.
Yep, agreed.
I'm sticking with the Lions now. Sticking with the Michigans. Let's see a lot.
Yep, I started with one and I'm not moving.
Yeah. I've signed, sealed, it's delivered.
Yep, when I pick a team in any sport, I won't change.
No, you can't.
Oh, come on. You want to be a Bungles fan.
Sports.
You really want to be a Bungles fan.
I follow now.
Who fan?
Bungles? Who the hell are the Bungles?
Oh, come on. Cincinnati.
I'm sorry, I
You
don't
know
like.
how sad Cincinnati has been.
Hot
for
Rod.
many
Ba-
years?
Bengals, not
The
the Bungles.
Bengals?
Yeah, no.
We
Hot
call
Rod.
them we call them the Bungles.
Well,
That's
just
the
so
way
you're
they're
never heard
played.
Right, just so you're aware, we don't do the Bungles. I'm more of a Zippy fan because I like Rainbow, but I don't like Bungle.
Uh,
Yeah.
Hey, Marias, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Mudballs here. Don is here.
Oh,
Hey, Don.
I mean, until Joe Burrow showed up, you have to realize that the only time that Cincinnati had any success goes back to Icky Woods in the
You tell him.
90s. In
You
the
tell him, Bob.
90s. In the 90s. Was
Well, I
the
mean,
last
if you-
time they appeared in the playoff game.
If you take this year away from Michigan, they really haven't done or against the Lions.
Yeah, I know.
They are
You
one
see-
of the worst teams in the history of football.
Yeah, but you see, this is the thing. It doesn't matter if they finish bottom and don't win a single game from now until
Yeah.
the end of time. I'm go Lions, go Blues.
Yeah.
Right? It's signed, sealed in my blood now.
You can't say go blue because there's a lot of teams that use the color blue.
Go Blue, Michigan.
Yeah.
That's my college team. And the other team, main team, is Detroit.
The Browns and the Bengals were both started by the same guy, Paul Brown, who was one of the early founders for the NFL.
And you had the Houston Oilers back in the day. They're not a team anymore.
Paul, can I share a video of? I don't know if I've already shared it. It was an American football fan. We're all going to agree is a complete bell end.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't go on forever, sure.
No, it's a YouTube short, but it's
Okay,
funny.
under a minute. Yeah.
Houston Oilers with Earl Campbell. My God, that guy was a bowling ball running people over.
Marie S says hello to you, Justin.
What's up, Marie? And who else was in there?
And Gitchy said she hopes you feel better too.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Right. Let's just.
And Donald, what's up, Donald?
Yeah, I think we're all going to agree this guy is just an idiot. This is what I was saying the other day about football. You know, the majority of fans well behaved. You always get the one.
There's always one.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Just don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. Take your help. Oh! Kick it! Oh!
The same seats we've got here.
Yeah, just let me know when to stop, Paul, because
you can't get out of there.
Yeah. As I said, we've got the same seats here.
Yo! Talking all that shit, can't get out. Get your fat ass out of here. Oh, hey! You're not kick her. You kicked her. Fuck you. Fuck you too. Don't talk to me.
That's good.
You never know. You never know. The guy may be a retired veteran who can't stand very well. So
yeah.
And East Coast Thrill says he just went through the rabbit hole looking at printers. Oh, the money that can be spent.
Oh, yes, East Coast. Oh, yes. And by the way,
how many people are getting them are in this community? Yeah, lots of money's being spent.
I wouldn't say it's a rabbit hole either. I'd say more. It's like a subway tunnel from the UK to Australia. Just it's a gateway to hell.
Yeah.
You can print lots of toys.
Yeah. You know what? My
And
printer's
gadgets.
on order, and the amount of times I've been looking at bamboo and then I see another one, I think, ooh. No. Okay, bamboo. I've ordered it. Leave it. Don't touch it.
I'll get you. Yeah.
You know, it's such a shame that I'm not allowed to fly or anything because I'd love to go over to America and do a game.
Yeah.
Well, you never know. If Detroit win the Super Bowl, they might get picked to do one of the games at Wembley Stadium next year.
I reckon. Well, I reckon they should bring a game over here because we're sending one of our games over to the US.
My personal opinion on that, David, go visit Dominic and go watch footy or Australian rules.
Yeah.
Far, far more interesting game. And I grew up playing American football. My dad was a football coach. I know about all of that. I'll just tell you, Australian rules football is way the hell more interesting to watch.
To be honest, you see, I know about American football and picking up the ball and launching it, and you know, when you watch the game, you can understand why. Yeah. However, I'm not sure I feel the same about Australian rules football. I'd be like, put the bloody thing down and catch it.
Believe me, there's a lot of strategy involved.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing about all sports. Everybody thinks, oh, it's boring. You know, like cricket. All you got to do is hit it. But no, it's not about that, is it? You gotta game manage it and stuff. Tire out the bowler and.
Let's just say you'll never see a 350 pounder playing Australian.
Baltimore just scored.
You'd be lucky to get anybody over probably 220 here.
Yeah, exactly.
The quarterback ran the ball in from the 12-yard line.
But we've got a lot of tall players too.
Gotta be ungodly athletic to do Australian rules football.
We're going to say we've got 2 near 7-footers in our game.
I have more respect for those guys than I do NFL guys with helmets and pads.
Really?
Yeah. Australian rules is far, far. Those dudes are tough as nails. I would not want to mess with those guys. In order to play that sport, you got to be really tough. It's like walking into a bar and finding the guy who's fought the most to pick on for a fight. He's probably going to kick your ass.
And the tallest player in our game is actually American born.
It's different.
You want to know why that is, Dominic? You see, over here, we feed our babies baby formula milk.
Yeah.
Over in America, it's fucking Miracle Grow. I'm telling you, I've seen some shit ass big fucking Americans. It's like, hell no. We used to have an American steward called Alex, and he was the nicest, politest guy you could ever meet, and he worked in the X-ray department at the hospital, so he was used to dealing with people. But on match days, when he was a steward, his job was to sit in the away end, and if you got the away fans being cocky, you know, pushing the stewards, you go. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Because otherwise you're going to leave, and they start getting cocky. They go, "How are you going to get us out?" And then Alex would stand up, and they'd all go, "Boom."
Yeah, one of those guys. Yeah,
yeah. Now,
you know, I had a guy like that in the military when I first got in. His name was Brad Summercamp, and when we were out in the field, he'd sleep in. Of course, he was working late too, but he'd sleep in, and eventually he'd finally get up and he'd go over to the chow line, and he'd just grab the crate of milk, take it back with him. Nobody was going to argue with him. This dude was like 6'5", 280 and had played I don't remember offensive line or defensive line for Ohio State and broke his ankle. So couldn't play anymore. But he was a big boy. If you were gonna have a bar fight, you had to have him around because he was just gonna like hammer everybody like a little pig into the ground. Big dude.
Yeah. If you want to know what Alex looked like, you remember Police Academy, Officer Hightower.
Oh yeah. Yeah, nobody wanted to mess with Hightower. He did up 4 inches shorter. He'd do the same thing. He'd just hammer you into the ground and then laugh at you.
Oh, now I'm gonna have to watch Police Academy now.
God, I haven't seen that in so long. It was a great movie.
Yeah. I like the one where the guy that does the a bit crazy.
Michael
leader
Winslow
of the-
or Bobcat Goldthwait.
yeah, he's a leader of the gang, and then he ends up being in the police
yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
And
And then-
David, since you're now a Detroit Lions fan, you have to watch Eddie Murphy's one. God, I can't even remember the name of that movie series that he did, where he was the cop.
Beverly Hills,
Of JDS.
Beverly Hill Cop.
Is that it?
ADS.
Yeah, he did Beverly Hill Cop. Didn't he?
1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. That's the series. Yeah, that's the series.
Don't worry.
yeah.
We watched that over here.
I liked it. It was good movies.
See, everyone says that America ain't good at comedy, but actually, you've got some of the best comedy films out there.
There's a couple of really. What about Office Space? I reckon that's one
No.
of the great comedies.
Animal House.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, you can do the Blues Brothers and Animal House, but they're 40 years old. I'm saying more recently, things like Ted, because we can go back to Flying High. Airplane.
Yeah.
And we can go back to Animal House. We can go back to the Blues Brothers.
Oh, come on. Who couldn't laugh about Lassie?
Yeah.
Just because she was the noisy gym teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bill Burr's pretty funny. Rigger. Bill Burr's definitely funny.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit, dude. He don't care about all that bullshit out there. He'll still make.
PC rubbish.
Yeah, he don't care about none of that.
That's what we
Yeah,
need more of.
Blues Brothers. That was another. Those were great to watch.
It's a
That's it.
seminal movie.
They said you only get canceled if you let them cancel you. As every actor and comedian that's actually stood up to that, guess what? They've done better than they've ever done. Look at fucking Dave Chappelle. He's been blowing the hell up the last couple years. Because he don't give a shit. Everybody can take their feelings and go shove them.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going to a comedy and you're a sensitive, I'd say an imbecile because you're going to a comedy, right? Don't moan because you know what you're going to get. They're there to make you laugh. Yeah. Just because they say it doesn't mean they believe it.
Well, you guys have Benny Hill and oh crap, the name was on the tip of my
Oh.
tongue and now I forgot.
You ready? Benny
Benny
Hill, Rowan
Well,
Atkinson,
Ricky Gervais, Jimmy
Ricky.
Carter.
Oh, I don't find Ricky Gervais funny. Peter Kay, Lee
Oh,
Evans.
yeah. Oh, what was that? Russell Campbell or something like that?
I'll tell you
Some-
one comedian
Russell
that doesn't.
Howard.
Russell Howard, close enough.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you one.
Jack Whitehall, Sean Locke.
Yeah, the late Sean Locke.
Yeah. We could keep going.
Oh, Monty Python. That's who I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
Monty Python.
Benny
And
Hill,
then
Monty
you've got-
Python.
Yeah, well,
You can easily throw in people like Graham Garden, Tim Brooke Taylor, or the late Tim Brooke Taylor.
well, you got
and
John Cleese. I mean, there's
Elodie, John
just goes
Cleese,
on and on and on.
Yeah,
And you have one of the greatest sci-fi series ever,
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. Exactly.
Then you guys have that
Love,
one.
love Doctor Who.
Yeah, but they cancelled it when it was popular, and then they had to bring it back because
Yeah.
I do
What do
love
you-
how everybody gets upset. They go, "Ah, we're swapping the Doctor again." It's like, and
And then you guys have that one comedian over in England. I can't think of his name. He's a real tall, skinny dude. He don't give a shit, dude. That dude has told some really racy jokes.
tall,
That's-
skinny dude.
I just can't think of his damn name. What the hell's his name?
So it's
got-
one of his gags, and I'll tell you if I know who it is.
He was the one that he was the one that got a bunch of crap for the African joke he made, remember? About the African about the mosquito nets in Africa. Do you remember that joke?
No, can't remember that.
No.
But now I know.
That dude don't give a shit though. I just can't think of his name. He has just said some really crazy stuff.
And then you had the Stephen Merchant, Carl Pilkington,
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr's not that
Oh.
tall.
I don't like him. I mean, he's all right. He can be funny in his own
But
way. He's
if,
flat,
if,
but-
but if you don't like cancel culture, those are the type of comedians you need around these days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Unfortunately.
That's what I like.
yeah.
Poking
He
fun.
needs to start paying his tax. What I do like about him, he got done for tax evasion. He didn't let him get to him. He just carried on his comedy. Yeah, his laugh is awful. Yeah, but he's still, even today, he still digs at himself about the tax. Yeah, because when he does his 8 out of 10 countdown, he'll say something like, "I'm getting paid £1 million for this, but if the tax man's asked, I'm only getting 20."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not personally going to repeat that joke, but there's the video on YouTube that's.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm signing into Sarah's account. What the fuck?
Ah, naughty boy.
You've been caught.
You've been busted.
She was on my computer earlier. I didn't realize she was signed in. But
Yeah, Jimmy Carr. And then there's Alan Carr,
Yeah.
who's just
Alan
camping.
Carr and just there was another. What was the two guys? It was Alan Carr and Justin Lee something, or Justin Lee Thomas, or
I don't know
it
that
was
one
the
is.
two of them that did that Friday night comedy. What was his name? Justin Lee Collins, I think it is. They did a Friday night thing about 15 or so years ago. Can't remember the name of it. Friday Night Lights or
Hey, Mark White, how you doing?
Friday Night Lights was a football.
no, okay,
Movie
they did. It
and
was
TV
Friday
show.
Night something.
That was a
With
football
Jack-
movie and TV show.
I can't ever
Yeah.
remember a regular.
It was an English comedy with those two guys on it.
Oh, it might have
And-
had the same name then. In
And the
America-
one that was playing the camp guy was the straight guy.
Oh, God.
Similar to Little Britain.
Yeah. If you
David
really want to
Williams
offend
and-
somebody in this day and age, right, is try getting a straight guy to play a gay guy. Oh
Yeah.
my God, you can upset the whole world with that.
Mark-
David Williams. What's the other guy's name? The other one in Little Britain?
Oh, I can't remember.
Can only remember one of them.
I can only remember. That's the one, David Williams. Everybody remembers him.
Fuck.
Ed Hessick.
I'm gonna have to look that one up.
That's the series.
I mean, the film Rat Race, that's got a shitload of comedians in. A lot of them
Yeah.
are British.
Rush Hour, Jackie Chan and
Matt
Chris Tucker.
Lucas.
Matt Lucas, that's the one.
Volume
Oh,
from
Rush
Matt
Hour was
Lucas,
a
that was
classic
it.
movie.
Jackie Chan, Chris Tucker. Kind of
Mm.
really funny in its own way.
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly get myself a coffee and then.
Yeah, because Rowan Atkinson, he went to a garage to get his car fixed, and while he was waiting, this guy came up to him and went, "You know what, mate? You're a spitting image of Mr. Bean." He said, "You could go out at weekends and earn loads of money." He went, "Do you want to sign up to my talent agency?" And when Rowan Atkinson said, "I am Mr. Bean," the guy was like, No, you're not that good, but you're good." Definitely Mr. Bean.
I used to like Jackie Chan, but yeah, he's gotten very pro Chinese Communist Party the last few years, so he can fuck right off.
Mm.
Do you guys still get a lot of British shows over in America?
Honestly, I don't know because I don't ever look for them.
Because
There
we
is
get
on Netflix, man. Netflix is getting all kinds of foreign shit. We're getting shit from South Korea, Japan. They're bringing in TV shows from Britain, all over the place. Netflix has just gone straight foreign on 90% of their shit now. I don't know if it's just cheaper for them to get shows from overseas or.
Keep in
Yeah, 'cause
mind,
we're getting a
SAG.
lot of
Keep in
American
mind,
stuff.
SAG was on strike for how many months with the writers' strike stuff
Yeah.
and the Screen Actors Guild. So I think they had to go overseas to get stuff because of that strike and how long they weren't able to create content.
You know your movie premieres, like once they've been in the cinema, who gets to show them first over in America? Is it a multitude of companies, whoever pays the rights, or is it one particular thing?
No, there's multiple different movie theater companies that will get copies of the movie and.
No, what I mean is once it's out of the cinema, yeah, and then it's aired on TV, yeah, who gets the rights to air it on TV first?
Oh, I don't know.
Easy, the one that bids the most money. That's how
All
it
right.
works.
Well, it's whoever network made the movie. Because
Potentially, but it's still about who paid to
It's
do
all
it.
about the money.
It's all
Yeah.
about the money.
You see, over here, every movie premiere is on Sky Movies first, and
No.
then it's shipped out to everywhere else.
So if Paramount makes a movie and they put it in theaters, it's going to come out on Paramount Plus first. If Disney puts out a movie that they made, they're going to put it on the Disney Plus app first before it goes anywhere else.
Yeah, it's
Like
because
that.
they own the content. So
Yeah,
That's the way
Which
they're
makes
doing it
sense.
now because
And-
every
yeah,
company
yeah.
has
Over
got
here, it still goes through Sky.
no. As over here, every companies have done their own streaming apps now. So now there could be multiple streaming apps that are under the umbrella of one corporation, and they might trade movies back and forth between those. But for the
Yeah.
most part, everybody's staying in their own pocket as far as their content goes.
I wish a lot of these streaming sites had merged.
Well, now they're
Or-
starting to figure out that it's too damn expensive for all these companies that thought, oh, we'll make our own streaming app and we'll charge $7 a month and we'll give all this original content that we have to pay for to make. And then they're coming to find out it ain't making them as much money as they thought it was going to.
Now. But they'd be better off all merging and then getting all the old movies online and everything. Because that's what annoys me. You can get every streaming site, and I bet you any money there's movies you can find that won't be on any of them.
You used to have two main streaming sites. You had Hulu and Netflix. And
Yeah.
then Disney decided they wanted to do their own, and then Paramount decided they wanted to do theirs, and then all of a sudden, all these companies, HBO, everybody decided they're going to do their own streaming apps. And so they pulled a lot of shit off of Netflix.
Yeah.
Now Netflix doesn't have a lot of other companies' films on there anymore. Majority of their shit is either their stuff or stuff they bought the rights to.
Yeah. Or crap. Nobody
they-
else wants.
Netflix paid $500 million for the rights to Seinfeld, the show.
Yeah, because Netflix have actually bought Happy Gilmore, haven't they? So they own all the Adam Sandler films.
All of those old movies, I don't know who owns them.
Oh, well, Adam Sandler, yeah, he has his own production company, so
They
they may
get
have
passed
purchased
around.
it. They may have purchased his production company.
Yeah. Over here, once they've been on Sky, they're definitely 100% going on Netflix.
Hmm.
Now, I think Netflix did do a deal with Adam Sandler's production company. So, was it Happy Gilmore Productions or some
Yeah,
shit like that?
Happy Gilmore. Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff now that Netflix aren't actually Happy Gilmore are not putting in the cinemas so it doesn't have to go on Sky.
What Netflix was doing also was they were going to all these A-list actors, like say Jason Statham or Jim Carrey, they were going to all these guys and they were like, we're going to give you so much money, but you have to put out 10 movies for us. And then they just give them 10 shitty ass scripts and they're saying, here, make 10 movies for us. And then these guys make, 50, 20, $100 million, whatever it is that Netflix paid them. And then they do the 10 movies real quick and then they're out.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage did that. After he kind of fell off after the National Treasure movies and he wasn't really doing a whole lot, Netflix picked him up and had him doing a bunch of really shitty movies. And just recently he did that one movie where he was the vampire. That was actually pretty good. A lot of people liked it.
Yeah, one of the Netflix originals I did like was The Good Place.
When it comes to movies, Netflix I think does really shitty. When it comes to original content, they're fucking killing it. Because they got a lot of shows that are very popular.
Hey, Ron.
Shows.
Hey, Mr. Ron.
Howdy.
What's up, Rob?
How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're hanging in there.
We're hanging in. We're talking about movies
and streaming sites.
Where's all your kids, Ron? I don't see them in the background. Of course, you'd have to look out the window, I suppose.
Yeah, just a couple of them are just out there. Oh,
How's the ambulance world?
good and bad. The bad part is,
still a lot of bad weather there, Ron.
yeah, I was over in Sheridan, Wyoming, which is about 2 hours west of here, and they had a sick call out for what's today? Saturday? Friday morning. And today's Thursday morning. And so Wednesday I was in Sheridan. Anyhow, they got somebody to come in early for me on Thursday morning so I could travel an hour and a half back to Gillette. And I left at 6 a.m. and got caught in a blizzard, whiteout conditions, ran my car off the road, got stuck. Supervisor from there came out. I called him. He came out and got me. He had a pretty good sized truck and a tow rope, got me out. Denver killed us. The whiteout conditions were so bad that if one person did not see us, I mean, we could have been killed, but anyhow, got us out. Went back into town because I was only 5 miles out of town. Went back into town. Weather cleared 2 hours later. I got into Gillette, pulled up to the station. One of my bosses was outside and said, "Ron, you got a pretty significant radiator leak." I'm like, oh shit. So got my vehicle over to the local mechanic, and they can't find a radiator anywhere. So it just showed me what difference working for this new company is. I mean, my other supervisor came out, risked his personal vehicle and his life getting me out of that blizzard conditions along the interstate. I get to Gillette, vehicle breaks down. My other supervisor said, "Ron, just take my truck, go home, shower, get clean clothes. We will get you to work somehow." So about 3 o'clock that afternoon, Thursday afternoon, yeah, I went back to work, and the big boss gave me the chief's vehicle, and they sent me down to Wright, Wyoming, down to our substation, and got me to work. So
Sounds like they're more like family.
yeah, I texted my big boss this morning. I said, "Hey, brought the vehicle back. It's been washed. I detailed the inside and I filled it up full of gas." He goes, "Holy shit." And then he goes, "Thank you for doing that." And he said, "Just FYI, that's what we do for each other here." So in other words, they took care of me, So it's a good bunch of people.
Ron's running around the chief vehicle. This feels kind of good.
Yeah. It's a 2023 Ford Explorer. All kinds of bells and whistles, and yeah, it's
when you're in the military, that's the way we do our sections. We all take care of each other and cover each other's backs like that. So
yeah.
do they have a military background? Do you know?
There are some military people there, yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it's
Ron,
great.
are you getting to a point where you're thinking about making a life change, or?
I'm thinking about leaving North Dakota after that little incident with that jackass pilot there a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I just noticed such a difference. As much as I might miss flying, but
I'll have to check that out later.
Well, is there other places you could go and fly and pick up?
yeah, there's one place in Gillette. They actually have an airplane service there, but they don't have the best safety records. Not terrible, but the company in general, they've had at least 3 crashes throughout the nation this year.
So are you, but here's my question though to you, Ron, is are you thinking about a change? And if you're thinking about a change, that would mean you're going to move. And if you're going to move, are you going to move to warmer weather or?
Oh, that kind of change?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I like it here. Winter's winter. I've spent all my life. But what do I see myself moving to Florida? No.
To be honest, though, would it even be feasible for you to move at this point? Because you just bought the house not even 2 years ago, right?
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, but I bet you could sell the house for probably more than he's got in it.
I'm sure I could. Yeah.
Maybe the interest rates change has significantly changed the market.
I don't know. No, I have no plans on.
Well, the herd didn't miss you.
Yeah, they're just out there.
So would the turkeys.
I haven't seen them, but I saw some tracks. I still have that bobcat under the porch. I found tracks this morning. My partner had to bring me home this morning. So.
Oh, bobcat. Give him a little cat food. He'll be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not the most dangerous things in the world.
How big do you think he is, Ron?
He's probably a good 40-pound cat. I bet you.
Ron just doesn't want to come to the fact that he's eligible for the 55 and older communities in Florida.
Right.
You know, the 55 and older communities, do they have a helicopter service?
I don't know. You might.
Shit.
Actually, those communities tend to be
Amazing.
very nice and quiet though, because they don't really mess around as far as people coming in there.
Yeah. And I can't hunt down there like I can here.
When I was working for the gas company, those were the neighborhoods you did not speed in, or because they would call and bitch if you weren't doing the 10, 15 mile an hour limit they had set.
Well,
yeah.
what's the hunting like down in Texas, Ron?
Texas, I think pretty good.
Yeah, lots of good stuff down in Texas.
But hold on, I gotta go get my burgers.
Right, well, we've just got a break on the subject. Got to ask a question now. Is this a wind up in the British news? LA are passing a law that makes it a criminal offence to stop anywhere that forces someone else to stop. So if you stop to take a selfie, which means someone else has to stop to go round you, you're committing a crime. Tell me that's a wind up.
I'd agree with that.
It's actually in our news, so I'm not sure
Unless it's only traffic related.
I was going to say, as long as it's a
people person.
If there's one lane on each.
Oh, so in other words, you're talking about just walking on a sidewalk?
Yeah, according to this.
Who knows?
Wow.
if it's one, if it's a one-way street, meaning there's one dual carriageway.
Yeah, but we're not talking about cars.
We're not talking about motor vehicles, Dominic. He's talking about just on the sidewalk, like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they should be shot.
Yeah, stopping on a bridge to take selfies overlooking the brightly lit and famous Las Vegas Strip could soon be a thing of the past.
Yeah.
A new law introduced in the US city has banned people from stopping or standing on bridges or engaging in any activity that causes another person to stop. An exception might be made for someone tying their shoelaces.
Oh,
yeah, the bridges they're talking about are pedestrian bridges that go over top of the roads.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought you said
they're in
LA. I
Vegas.
was thinking California. That's Nevada.
Yeah, Las Vegas, LV.
But yeah, they're talking about people bridges, not car bridges.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, but I think Ron, Rod, if I'm not mistaken, that law does not discriminate what kind of bridge. In other words, like a bigger bridge that has a walkways on it.
Mm-hmm.
That would be they'd be
If it's
included.
got more than one lane, it's probably easier.
Yeah, but then I'm sure somebody's going to argue some kind of constitutional reason why they can't do it.
From what I heard, they're using it to sort of keep people moving, especially when events are going on, like the F1 racing that went on.
Yeah, I get that. But could they not do like it they do in the UK? It's like, this is the pavement. If you want to stop and stand, you stand on the left. If you on the right, you keep walking. It's same on escalators. It's same everywhere. Stand on the left, walk on the right.
Yeah.
Surely that must be easier than trying to ban people from stopping.
Come on, I thought it was the UK. Wouldn't you be moving on the left and standing on the right? Can't you drive on the left?
No,
see, Justin is right. We're 100% Americans do it right because you guys do it right on the sidewalks. You just do it wrong in your cars.
No, but I could totally see somebody trying to argue a constitutional reason why that's not.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Given time.
Rod, you're correct. So UK, it's stand on the right, walk on the left.
Okay, there you go. That would make sense given how you do traffic.
Yeah, I just checked it and I thought, sure, it's that way around. No, because when you live up north, they always tell you to walk on the left, right? And when you first go into London, it causes no end of problems when you just suddenly into people. It's like, whoa, where can I go?
Well, I gotta head out. Okay.
All right. Hey,
Heading
hey,
out
Dominic,
somewhere else.
you have a great day.
Yeah, same to you.
Don't forget,
Alright.
don't forget, door on the left, not the right.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
before you go, I'm not, Justin, are you going live, you and Tim?
No.
It was
Okay.
yesterday.
Because I know usually Saturday night you guys go live.
It's
Oh,
gone
nice.
Friday now.
Now he moved to
About 24 hours.
he's taken
So there's
Matt's
an
stream an hour
opening.
later.
I was gonna say there's an opening.
Yeah. Well, Justin's not feeling well. He probably would.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm gonna go lay down after this.
We're kind of having a little bit of a mini meetup tomorrow. There's gonna be 4 of us. It's gonna be me and Ken Place It Here and Jerry Bauer and God, I forget the other guy's name. Ken told me who's an FPV guy that's in St. Augustine. We're going to the St. Johns County Fairgrounds. There's a nice
Okay.
little area there to fly around.
Correct.
There's
Mark.
a lot of mini meetups in Florida. I've noticed quite a bit happen all the time.
Yeah, Riga, the UK is Big Brother. You can't go anywhere without being caught on camera.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's for
for-
sure.
You guys are actually known for having one of the most extensive CCTV systems in the world.
The number
the
of
amount of
and the number
cameras.
of TVs per block is
Yeah,
you're number one in the world.
Yeah, the number one, like, how many cameras per capita?
Yeah.
You guys are definitely up there. China's probably right behind you guys because they're insane too with the cameras.
We got cameras on traffic lights. We got cameras on street lights. We got cameras in shops. We got cameras on front doors. Cameras in houses. They're everywhere.
Anyways, here's where we're flying at tomorrow. This is the county fairgrounds, but I guess back here there's some parking and stuff. And you got all of these trees and stuff over here, so you can fly around, hit the gaps, fly around the tree, come back and or go over the trees.
You see
Well,
the light?
Nice
see
little
the light-
area nice little area to fly.
Rod, you see that light little green one near the front? Watch out for that one. He's a little bastard. He's going to take your drone down.
Yeah, probably.
But I would
Or as
say,
Ken Heron says, trees are dicks.
but I would
You
say,
never get out of your way.
as far as private security cameras go, the US is probably up there, probably number one on that, because you can go down my block of houses down my street, and at least 18 out of 20 of the houses will have fucking the whole security system set up.
Oh, it's like that here. Every house, nearly every house has it now. But if you get on a bus, on one single decker bus, there are over 27 cameras on that bus. They're recording the outside, the inside, everywhere.
Yeah, that's why I laugh when these morons over here, they'll go into a neighborhood and start breaking into cars and shit. And here they go with like 46 different angles from people's houses, watching them just walk right down the street. Because the cops will knock on all the houses and ask if they can have the security footage. Yeah, sure, here you go. And they got
The problem
20
is,
different angles of it.
all right, this is the problem over here. There are so many cameras now, no one gives a shit. Yeah. They're going to carry on their crimes because there's so many cameras that the police have to go through, you know, and half the time, the police don't turn up to crime. So it's pointless.
Oh, they do here.
Hey Ron,
I got-
to your Florida comment, the hunting might not be great, but the hunted is great. Trust me. Alligators and snakes and mosquitoes hunt you down.
And the old ladies from the villages.
They'll come hunt you down really well.
And talking about the hunted, we have a program over here called The Hunted. And what they do, they drop off a group of people at a location on a beach, and they have to go 3 or 4 weeks off grid, right? Without making a mistake, without being caught by an ex top police officer. And the amount of people that think it's so easy and get caught on day one by using the bank card or something stupid.
Oh, for sure, Mark. That's just one small part of those cameras. They're really there just to watch the population in whole.
But Rod, hey,
Hmm.
I mean, Florida's got you got your nice beaches and stuff, but I've been a mountains wilderness guy all my life, and one of the reasons I consistently go back to Alaska. You go up over.
Sure. Oh yeah,
one-
yeah.
You think it's beautiful, and you go to the next one, and it's even more.
Oh, that's
Mm.
one thing I miss in Florida. Living in Florida is mountains, dude, because I'm from Southern California. And I live down in the valley of the desert. We had massive mountain ranges all around us. There's nothing here.
Well, Ron, you could always go to the Carolinas. Lots of mountains, and the winters aren't nearly as bad.
Oh, the mountains up in North and South Carolina are really nice.
Yeah, really nice.
You see,
Really,
Ron,
really nice.
I could sell you
Ron,
the
you used to live on the East Coast, didn't you?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
and Ron. I could sell you the UK and you'd fall in love with it. But then there's one killer blow. You have to leave your
Yeah.
gun.
You have to
Yeah.
leave the guns behind.
Yeah,
Harold, no.
You can see all the Americans getting up to the airport going, yeah, we're emigrating to the UK. Can't take a gun? Fuck you. Bye.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah, the Great Smokies in the Carolinas versus the northern end up there in Pennsylvania with the Appalachian Mountains. The Great Smokies are far better.
Hell no, David. You get those rednecks coming over to the UK. They just sit there rubbing their belly, drinking their beer like, come get them.
Tell you what, though, Ron, I know somebody who's a great landlord. Yeah.
Hmm.
He's actually on the panel here. Paul,
What?
I said you're a great landlord.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, chuck them out. Let Ron have it. He won't let nothing go wrong.
He doesn't want to move to Michigan.
There's
No.
no
Ron-
mountains
Ron-
in Michigan.
Ron's
There's
not
no
a voter.
mountains in Michigan. Actually, Paul, in your area, do they even have clay in the soil, or is it like sort of the upper half of the lower peninsula where it's all sand?
Oh, no, it's clay,
Mm,
but there's sand along the beaches.
yeah. I went to Grayling, Michigan, probably 17 out of my 20 years in the military. You could dig a foxhole up there. I think you could have dug 100 feet deep. You'd still be in sand.
Max Air wants to know, Ron, if you're eating bear,
Buffalo.
buffalo.
Buffalo burgers. Yum.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I haven't bought a regular hamburger in probably over a year.
You mean hello?
Hello.
You know what time it is?
I'm surprised he's not having venison burgers.
It's 1 minute past midnight.
Oh, it's Betty Bye time.
Oh, Ron would have been having a lot of different burgers if his stupid freezer wouldn't have broke on him.
Let's be careful.
How many
Oh, no.
pounds? How many pounds of meat do you figure you lost in that?
Well, it wasn't his freezer, it was his plug on it. The freezer was plugged into.
Yeah, it was my lost about 40 pounds of bear meat and probably 25, 30, 35 pounds of fish.
Wow.
About 70, 80 pounds worth of food.
Yeah, Ron, I had a guy, a friend of mine who worked where I do, and he lived in the Seattle area, and every year he took a trip up to Alaska to go fishing. So,
I can't describe the tranquility of, especially when we're trolling for salmon. You're just sitting back in the chair. Your lines are out behind you. You're trolling at about 3 knots. And 50, 75 times a day, you got whales breaching up beside you. It's so relaxing.
yeah, that'd be so great.
Actually, what looked really fun that you went and did was that jet ski ride. Was that
Oh,
like 60 miles or something round trip?
Yep. That was a hoot.
Yeah, I was always envious of a guy 808 State out in Hawaii because sort of he
Here's,
started his video he started his videos with a whale that had breached out there. And apparently that goes on a lot out there. It's like that'd be fun. That'd be fun to fly and film.
Sorry, Marie and Mark, it's not Laura. It was Amber. She was actually supposed to go to bed at 11 o'clock, but she was so quiet on her laptop behind me, I forgot she was there.
Justin, here's my I got 2 enlargements done that of the jet ski trip. Why is that not?
Did you have to stop and fill up on those jet skis, or was it able to make the whole
Oh.
trip without filling up?
There's the
Oh,
one
that's
with the big,
cool.
but yeah,
I know that was fun, man. Jet skis are so fun to ride.
that was in Blackstone Bay. So, yeah. Yeah, it was a good time, that trip. Definitely would do it again.
Now,
No Kelly, but
were you guys able to make the whole trip, or did you have to stop and like fuel up halfway?
no, we
You were able to go that far on one tank of gas? Wow.
huh? Yeah.
That-
I don't know if anybody knows the date, but apparently Bob from Old Farts is putting together a drone meetup out in Vegas.
Tammy Jean wants
I don't
to
know what the
see
dates
orcas
are.
and sea lions, Rod.
he
Which
showed
came
it.
up.
Hold on.
I remember Ray mentioning it, but I don't remember catching the dates that he said that
I think Laura said something about something new
Pretty
drone
much.
in November time.
Yeah,
Pretty
that could
much
be.
Tom is running, seems to be ahead most of that. Here we go.
But I mean, it's nice that we have one on the West Coast finally, out that direction for all those people on the West Coast.
Rigor mortis.
I mean, look at Dobo and Billy when they were flying, when Billy kept losing his freaking Avata up there in the mountains there around Vegas. Some nice places up there to fly.
Tom was on my show last couple of nights, and he put this up right here.
Ah, got it. There we go. 8th, 9th, and 10th of November. Yeah, it should be great out in Vegas around then.
Now,
Not too hot, not too cold.
And apparently they got a lot of big guys coming out. Apparently DJI is going to do a sponsor for them.
Cool.
They got quite a big group of people that are going to sponsor the event.
Great.
And if you're 107, they're planning a flight over the strip, but you have to, like, obviously you're responsible for your own shit, because that's kind of a dangerous flight to do, because you have to get advanced authorization and all that. So whoever wants to do it has to make sure they get all that squared away before they head to Vegas.
The airport's really close to downtown.
That's why, yeah. He said you can be done, but you have to go through all that advanced authorization first, because you can't do it through Lance.
Sure. But yeah, Vegas is surrounded by sort of desert and mountains out there. So should be lots of good stuff to go fly. And as we always say, it's not really about the flying anyway. It's just about meeting the people.
Yeah, Nevada would be cool to fly.
Yeah, it would be. Agree 100%. That's part of what I like about just watching everybody's videos from all over the place, is just to get to see unique places that I don't live in or haven't been to, and see everybody's little part of the world. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Florida drone meetup's coming. Are you going to that, Ron?
I'm gonna try.
Because usually your buddy picks you up down there, doesn't he?
Yeah. I don't know who all is going this year. I gotta find out. Rodney's going, Dennis is not. Rumor Chris Hope might go. If Matt comes over here, I'm definitely going.
Yeah, supposedly if Matt comes, that was when Chris was gonna go, but I haven't
Yeah.
heard Matt say shit about actually coming over though. He hasn't, although Matt's the type though that would probably surprise everybody last minute though, so
Just show up, yeah.
not tell anybody. Or he'll let everybody know a couple weeks ahead of time.
That's what Stevie Bronx did that one year. He showed up, nobody knew he was coming.
But he also said, Tom said they're setting up a spot for 107s to fly over the strip if they get all their stuff squared away. And then they also have a spot set up for non-107 pilots that they can put their drone up and get a nice shot of the strip. And they won't be in any kind of, airspace they're not allowed to be in. So
See, that's where you need the Mavic 3 Pro with, or the original Mavic 3 with that 7X. Why I keep harping on the one thing that DJI needs to give us, or anybody else for that matter, is longer optical zoom. Not digital, optical.
Oh, geez. Would you save that one, Paul?
Oh, yeah. You want to see it again? I can show it again.
I'm sure you could.
oh yeah.
Guess who that is in the background there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see.
Yep. That was quite a crowd there.
That was me, Mike, and and Dan at the table back there. That was when we were shooting spitwads at Ed.
Oh God, poor Ed. They were picking on him.
God, I have not thought about Ed in like forever. I wonder how he's doing.
Dude, he randomly just pops into people's chats. Like, I mean, randomly out of nowhere. And then you won't see him for a month and a half, 2 months.
And he lives like 30 minutes. He lives like 30 minutes north of me.
And what's funny is the one person's chat that he randomly pops into of all people's is Laura's. Like all the other people he's known in the drone community for years, it's Laura's stream that he randomly pops into the chat.
And you don't see much of Carlos anymore either.
Well, no, ever since Carlos and Jim got into it on Jim's channel a couple years ago, Carlos kind of fell off, but he was doing a lot of live streams with Mitch a few months back. He was, every time Mitch would go live, he'd get on there with Mitch.
Yeah, him and Mitch were friends. Yeah. I like Carlos. Good guy.
Carlos used to come on Jim's show Above and Beyond Drones all the time, but then him and Jim got in it over, it was actually over TJ's video because TJ had just started flying and he flew over some people at the beach. Well, Jim was giving shit to Carlos about flying his drone inside the mall, a tiny whoop in the mall, over all them people and shit. And then when they played TJ's video and TJ was flying over people at the beach, Carlos got all pissed off because nobody said anything about TJ's video. They were giving him so much shit, and he got pissed, was screaming at.
Holy cow! He was flying he was probably flying that little Tidy Hawk thing that he had. That thing ain't gonna hurt nobody.
But he got mad and left Jim's channel or live stream, and then I never saw him again on a live stream.
Why the hell would they give him?
You know
Jesus.
what?
I don't get it.
Well, Jim was kind of, Jim, he was very stickler for the rules back then. Like, he thought, he didn't care that it was that.
You know what the real answer is in that case? There are no rules because it's indoor. So there's literally no rules that apply.
But yeah, he got pissed off at Jim and a couple other people and left. And then I never saw him on a live stream again until he was on Mitch's live stream recently, probably about 4, maybe 5 months ago, I think it was.
I mean, if he was flying a 5-inch open prop drone through the mall over top of people, okay, that I would agree with. But the freaking little Tidy Hawk things, and Carlos loves flying the little tiny things, the little tiny whoop things. That thing wouldn't hurt a flea. Seriously. So it's like, oh, what the hell are you talking about?
Well, when
Yeah.
you started talking about Daniel and then you went on to Carlos, I started having panic attacks. I was like, do not bring Carlos back. But then you started to realize you was talking about a different Carlos. Thank God for that.
Yeah, we're talking about somebody from New York.
Oh, Carlos, yeah.
Carlos is a good dude.
Wow. What happened to him, David?
Don't know. The last time I spoke to him, he had a go at me for not treating Laura with respect.
Oh yeah, he would get super pissed at David for saying anything like
Yeah,
he deemed disrespectful to Laura.
he
Yeah.
did not understand that how me and Laura's relationship works. You know what? When we're not online, we are all loved up, right? When we're online, we're laughing and joking and saying things that
Yeah,
people
he
like,
was taking
"Oh."
it the wrong way.
And he took it to. He threatened to come with you, kill me. he was on about coming over here and doing me in.
Yeah, because David would tell Laura pack it in or be quiet. And Laura would say something back to David, and he'd get all super pissed off about it. Didn't he admit at one time too he had a thing for Laura?
Yeah, he
Really?
did.
Trying to steal your woman.
I mean, that's pretty much what it came down to. It's pretty much what it was. It was a jealousy thing, I think. To be
Yeah,
honest with you.
you wanted my woman.
Laura says, David, don't tell lies. She says that you treat each other the same whether you're on stream or off stream.
Yeah, Laura. Shut up. Go to sleep.
You know, David, you could put a price on that. So you want my woman, this is going to cost you. Keep up in the ante.
Yeah. Buy me a bamboo printer. Get it to me faster than next week. You can have her.
You still waiting to hear on whether it's shipped or not, or
Apparently, it's going to be shipped on Tuesday.
Yeah, no refunds.
Oh, I've been talking back and forth with Bamboo.
Oh.
Because they've been really great about the other one, and although they can't tell me the background what they're doing, yeah, they've promised me they will not let it go.
oh, good.
So,
What's up, Tim?
Mr. Jackson.
Discount Jesus. Jesus.
Discount Jesus.
hey Tim, you're all right?
How you doing, Tim? Just chilling. Okay. Well, there's an opening for a live stream tonight.
Yeah, I'll be going to bed in a couple hours.
Yeah, you can see it in your eyes.
Oh, me too. I'm gonna go lay down and
Yeah.
knock back out later. Maybe watch a movie and then go knock
Well,
out.
I think we could probably close it down and let you go get some rest, Justin, and you too, Ron, and Rod, take care. And David,
Yeah.
you behave yourself.
Don't worry. Tomorrow,
Okay.
the kids go home.
Everybody have fun. I'm going
Everybody,
flying tomorrow.
take care.
So
Bye
see you
for
later.
now.
Bye,
Yeah,
everybody.
Don't put Laura on Facebook Marketplace, David.
I can't. They'd take it down.
Okay, we'll see you. Good night, Ron. See you,
Good night.
David.
Thanks a lot, guys.
See you, Justin.
Later.
Justin, I hope you're feeling